Good morning, 26th of August. Disruption 2. Why, dear ship owner? Well, doing these 250 videos, we have proved in the last 5 months that there is one little disruption way called coronavirus, a very democratic virus, equal for all. But we have different institutions that have to be wiped out of this poverty in Europe and in the world so that we have equality also for the tax and the services we get from governments. It's very clear. Well, if not, then disruption will continue that way very, very fast, like a tsunami. Yes. It is the third wave that it is the most disruptive. So when I used to compete then in surfing, the first wave has a lot of water below. Second wave has a little bit less. And the third wave, normally, it has much less. So it has a bigger tube and therefore you can get more points. So this is what is going to happen. People say it is the third wave or the second wave we are in now. It is the first wave because they cut this virus in 5 institutions and taxes, and this is not possible. So we have seen very efficient countries like New Zealand and like Finland. They are still in the first wave. Where are we in the second? Now we are in the first wave. And this disruption is like working 24 hours per day, but it is nothing new for us in the dear ship owner. People have realized how important you are for the society. Suddenly, yes, it looks like the first wave has cleared their heads up a little bit or has started thinking, well, yes, one of the reasons is because we work 24 hours per day and 365 days per year. Yeah, you can see that in the continuous videos since 20th of March. I started doing this, and this disruption, it is not like and this is the funny side, dear ship owner, it is not something new for us. I believe that all the ship owners in the world work so hard to supply logistics to humans. Yes, but this has been done since then the first boat started floating many thousand years ago. Now people have realized that we are essentials. Then if we are essentials, why you social security fine? Why you income tax fine? Why you profit tax discriminate us, which we are essential sector? Yes. Why then VAT? You seem to have a problem with us because we supply the food, the books, 90% of goods. Now these 4 tax institutions account to 100%. Yes, 100%, which go to inefficient 1% service. Now you judge, what are you doing about this discrimination? Because the virus is equal for all. And this disruption is going to continue. We have seen in the digital ways. So dear ship owner, why don't you go and surf this disruption? Join the first wave. How? Please note that our database is much bigger. Our 2% fee is much more competitive than employing directly personnel, and that we are in a sector that this disruption is going to be faster and faster and faster and faster. So then it is going to be more and more important to be digital, like this means. And if you have any questions in the areas that you would like us to disrupt even more, we are very ready to transparently and in compliance do so. We have seen, let me just provide you an example, the employer side. Before, it was very complicated to have 4 employers worldwide compliance, then ISO, Maritime Level Convention, and so on. Nowadays, this is peanuts. You can really do that without having to involve a great investment, because digitally you can provide, say, corporate services tailor-made to these needs. And So like in this area, insurance, in insurance, we have, for example, a huge company, this disruptive company called Lemonade. So this one will start to making things much easier for everybody and much cost effective and also more operational. So we can all target in our focus. We are missing the focus in a lot of things nowadays. And this coronavirus is really putting the points to the eyes, and we have to focus very much in the intrinsic compound long-term value of the humans, of the seafarers, and also of the assets. Yes, and we have to get the break even in that respect. So we are having a lot of contacts with ship owners of say 1,000 seafarers, 2,000 seafarers, because 2% agency fee is very competitive. So we are a hugely disruptive company, and we are going to continue with all the suppliers, with all the clients also. Unfortunately, I cannot travel now because this it would not be responsible for me to travel and to create pollution. It's not because I don't want to. And that to contrast this, I make this video so you know, please, dear ship owner, that it is really a pleasure for me to travel and meet you in person. But with this virus, I don't think it's the right thing to do. Then shop can do whatever, but we at sea must be responsible. And so I can have a Zoom or a Teams or a Skype. I can take the telephone. I can make another video. I will continue to do so. And this is a disruptive way of working. I know it is very different nowadays, very difficult, but this tsunami was already in the way. It's a question that how long do clients realize that this crew management disruption it is going to be in the way? No, it was already. Now it's just much faster in all the sectors. Classifications